Welcome back to the Senior Spotlight. I'm Brady Beedon. This week, joined by former defensive lineman teammate Ken Cephus. Ken, how you doing? I know last week you got banged up a little bit. You feeling all right?
I'm feeling a lot better. Just ready to get back with the team, ready to get working, and hopefully we can get a win this week against Northern.
Well, let's talk about you before we get into any football. You've been around college football a long time, and this is your only program. Talk a little bit about the journey you've taken to get to here, your seventh year at Wayne State?
This is the seventh year playing college football. So my first 3 years I was at Minnesota State Mankato, got injured there, and ended up transferring here. So I've been here the past 4 years, graduated, and working on postgraduate degrees and stuff like that. So it's been a long journey, a lot of bumps and bruises along the way, but I probably wouldn't trade it for anything.
Talk about the process of transferring and how kind of odd that is. Nowadays it's a lot more common, but even back when you transferred, it wasn't the norm that you transfer out of one program to another. Talk about the challenges going from one to another, especially from Minnesota to Detroit.
So when I was transferring, the portal wasn't even a thing. So basically, I had to get whatever film the coaches would let me take and compile it into a video, and I actually had my old high school coach resend that film out to his connections that he knew, and actually Coach Wooster, when he was here at the time, reached out, got me to come here on a visit, and then after that it was kind of set for me to come here. But it's a drastic difference from when I was in Mankato. It was a very small town, only about like 40,000 people, and that's about how many people actually go to this school in general in Detroit. But I kind of found Detroit, I found it better because it was reminded me of Milwaukee, where I'm from. It's a lot bigger city, a lot more things to do, and it's just something I just felt more comfortable with, and I knew there was multiple things for me to do outside of football when I came here.
What was it like coming into a brand new locker room? Because you're not a freshman, you kind of come in and you're like, all right, I'm here to play, and you come in kind of established, but you're still a new face in a new locker room.
When I came here, I would say that the team was very inviting, especially the D-line room with you, Ty, DC, Jalen. Those guys made it a lot better for the transition, and then no one really, there was no I wouldn't say animosity of me coming in trying to take someone's spot or playing. Everyone was just ready to get to work and just have a really good D-line and team as a whole. So I felt like it was a nice, easy transition for real.
You talk about the D-line this year. A couple guys are banged up, hurt, but you have a ton of talent in that D-line room, and it seems like you guys get along really well. You guys understand the assignment. I'd say you have, about 10 different guys you can throw in there at any time and know they're going to do their job. How is it having such a talented D-line room and knowing the guy next to you when you come out is going to be able to do their job?
Honestly, it's great. So with the amount of talent that we have, we get to rotate. And with that, guys are fresh, and then when guys are coming in, they're able to fire off and get after it. And there's no real, I want to say drop in intensity when we're out there. And you know that your guys who've been training maybe just as good as you are out there and they're going to do the same thing, and there's not going to be any drop-off.
So this week you go up to Northern Michigan. A couple weeks ago, you had the trip to Missouri. 2019, went to Missouri and Illinois. How does Ken Cephus handle a long road trip on that bus?
Normally, I sleep a lot, so I got my big old pillow, put it against the window, maybe watch a couple movies, do a little bit of reading. Not much homework really gets done on those trips. It's just kind of hard to focus. But I'm a big sleep guy when it comes to traveling. You can ask my family. As soon as we're in the car, I'm out. I'm slumped. So for me, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm used to traveling long ways for trips and stuff like that. So.
What are your plans and goals once you finally put football in the rearview mirror and go out into the real world?
Actually, my family, we're starting a home healthcare business back in Milwaukee, so I'll be probably working with that and doing some real estate on the side as well. So those are my plans.
And obviously, you've been in Detroit a long time. You have family back in Milwaukee. What you just said, I'm assuming you're going back there. But how was your time in Detroit, and how did you enjoy kind of another big Midwest city, and how did it compare to Milwaukee?
Honestly, Detroit really surprised me when I came here. I had these misconceptions of what it was going to be like before I came, and when I came, I was surprised. I was shocked. Didn't know it was going to look this nice. Didn't know the diversity and the culture and how everything is here. I wouldn't mind staying here. Like I might stay here for a little bit longer because the business, I can do a lot of those things remotely in terms of like the billing and stuff like that. So I might be here a little bit longer. So.
Well, Ken, thanks for joining me. Get healthy soon, and it was nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too, Brady.
That was the Senior Spotlight. I was joined by defensive lineman Ken Cephus. You're listening to Warrior Football on WDTK, The Patriot.